Turning Inspiration into Action by Matt Gersper. Available on Amazon, is now coming out in audiobook form. I was very happy to narrate Matt Gersper's book, Turning Inspiration into Action, so look for that. Each of the 7 principles of health will be the theme for some stories and some experiences I'd like to share with you. Each episode will focus on one of the foundations of health from the Belief Roadmap. And I was very happy to have Matt Gersper come here to Sun Valley Magnet School, where I teach English. I was inspired by the talk Matt gave to my students. I used the 7 principles of health to create a unit of study. Capacity. You have to have the capacity. The ability to enjoy love, adventure, and significance. So physical fitness, mental fitness, financial fitness, and spiritual fitness give you the capacity to enjoy the love and the adventure. Those are coming to you live from Studio 211 at Sun Valley Magnet, otherwise known as my classroom. Hey everybody, how you doing? I just wanted to welcome you to the new studio. Not in the classroom, not in room 211 anymore, working on some new projects that I want to tell you about. I was very fortunate and happy to narrate Matt Gersper's book, Turning Inspiration into Action. Finished my teaching career and retired from Los Angeles Unified School District in June. And now I'm here in my little booth where I am beginning a new adventure. How Matt and I met. We both went to Del Valle High School in Walnut Creek, California. And many years later, Matt contacted me here at Boxer Rescue Ranch, where my wife and I have a dog rescue, and he told me about his book, The Belief Roadmap. I was intrigued by the 7 principles of health that's featured in the Belief Roadmap. I was so intrigued that I decided to use this as a course of study in my classroom, and Matt Gersper came out to my school, talked to my students. The following summer, I decided to sit down and write some stories for each of the 7 principles. The 7 principles of happiness. I wrote and recorded stories of significance, which are featured at happyliving.com. I want you to check those out because what I'm offering here on YouTube channel, they're a little bit different, shorter, and some of the stories, I just want to go into a little detail about some of them, starting with the first episode. In the first episode of Stories of Significance, I gave some context and background. Matt Gersper and I met in high school, Del Valle High School in Walnut Creek, California. Matt was playing football, and in turning inspiration into action, he tells stories about his early days on the field at Del Valle and how they led him to a career as a professional football player. From professional football player to entrepreneur. From entrepreneur to Mr. Happy Living. So I want to go now to the original Stories of Significance, and I want you to listen to the story of Mr. Huff and the woodshop class. Mr. Huff. Mr. Huff was the woodshop teacher. Let me tell you a little story about Mr. Huff. We filed into period 1 woodshop class on that first day of school, taking our seats on the stools around the thick work tables, vices on each corner. A slew of woodworking machinery was in the back of the woodshop classroom. I always enjoy the smell of fresh cut wood that we smelled entering that room. On that first day of class, Mr. Huff would start with a safety lecture that I'm pretty sure every woodshop teacher starts with. But Mr. Huff had a unique approach. He had artifacts. When the lecture came to the part about using the table saws and the band saws, he brought out 3 little jars, little baby food jars. Each jar had a severed finger in it, soaking in formaldehyde. Seeing those fingers floating around in those jars, sitting in the window of his office, that was a great reminder to keep our fingers out of the saws. Great teaching is shown when lessons learned are still retained 45 years later. Great lessons stay with you. I still remember those fingers when I'm using power tools. And I often refer back to Matt's books, The Belief Roadmap, Turning Inspiration into Action, because they too offer great lessons that stay with you. The value of every experience increases with the total number of experiences in one's lifetime. That's one more experience for me. Wishing you to find more experiences for you. Take care.